Hello and welcome to the theElpyDimension. I am your guide, Elpy. Today is the 29th of July, 2025, and I just thought I'd give you a little update on what I'm doing today. It was about 90 degrees Fahrenheit today, so I didn't come out until I did inside stuff until the shade overtook the backpack garden. And this is going to be super quick because I forgot that my phone is basically out of memory. So I just was trimming off some of the funkier looking leaves of this red Russian kale. And I still have the radishes going back here. I've been letting them grow for their pods. And one thing to pay attention to with radish pods, if you have a lot like I do and are eating them, that they will at some point get woody, which seems kind of obvious when I think about it. These look like they're actually ready to be harvested. But yeah, they do stop being tasty. So now my question to myself, as I've pulled a whole bunch of these, let me show you. We're going to, this is what I did a few days ago. Because the groundhog has started to, he's been climbing in this bed, and I'm not sure if I'm going to have any beans this year because the groundhog is eaten. I had a whole bunch of rattlesnake pole beans down here, and then I planted a second succession over there, and he annihilated, yeah, he's been back today. There was like a bunch of growth here, my okra. So I'm not gonna have okra this year, I'm pretty sure. And my beans, this part of the vine, I've got a couple of leaves. Maybe I'll have some beans, but not nearly what I'm pulled this red long tropea, not nearly what I was hoping to get. I am gonna put that pepper here, especially since that okra plant is not doing anything. I'll probably still drop some more beans seeds, but yeah, so I'll do a tour soon, but I figured I could at least protect, and the bugs are getting the squash and pumpkin and melon that I have going in here, because the groundhog wasn't messing around with this bed, but then it did climb in here and chew on my green stripe cushaw seedlings. It's already a question of will they even produce with this late in the season, and yeah. But he didn't do anything to the sugar baby watermelon seedlings, so that's cool. But he did eat a bunch of the beans. So I need to wrap that bed and this bed. He has gotten in here and did minimal damage. He ate one of my marigolds over there, but not this one. I still am waiting to see. This is a volunteer plant. I'm guessing a melon. It could be a cucumber. Waiting to see some female flowers. This is one of my cucumbers. But anyways, we're not doing a tour yet. So that's what I'm going to do with this bed. And I do need to do it here. And this bed. But I'm just going ahead. This pile is actually going to be worm food. That's a lot, I know, but I need to make a new blue worm bin like forever ago. So I know it's a lot of that I'm giving up. I think when they're shiny like this, that's an indicator that they're still more edible, but when they start to take on this dull color, these are my harvest. So we got some radish pods and some big kale leaves, and the onion. So I need to kind of have this moment with myself of, do I want to leave any of these for seed? But the problem that I'm encountering is that I dropped 3 different seeds in here: candy roaster squash, potimarron squash, and a melon. Which melon? I don't remember. Noir de Carme. That one looks like it's doing okay. The Candy Roaster seedlings, there's only one left and it looks terrible because I created an environment in here that is a major plus for the bugs and therefore tender plants. I figured, oh, they'll get big and they'll be fine. Yeah, that was bad figuring. Because here there were 2 of these pot de melon that germinated and that thing looks horrible. I'm going to try to maybe protect it and put some like netting over it and see if it's not too late. But I should probably also just go ahead. These onions aren't going to do much else. I did try one of these and they were delicious. I cut them up and put them with nachos and it was so good. I know they're super tiny, but hey, it's my first time growing bulb onions and I'm stoked. Tiny or not, they're my onions and they're awesome. So there. Let's sneak over here because this one is a little bit bigger. A little bit. But okay. I mean, maybe that one I'll leave. Actually, kind of looks like the jicama. They look like bean leaves are making a comeback. We'll see, because over here, so I just put this netting over this Crenshaw melon, and I also put this base around it just to give it added support. I've had it covered up with a plant, like an orchid net pot, and obviously it's being hindered, and yeah, I don't see any of the jicama here, so that's what I'm working on. I'm gonna weed this, and the fenugreek officially died. I don't know if any of these seed pods, they don't seem very viable. Yeah, so we'll try to protect this pot de melon, and we'll see if the candy roaster will make it. And we're just going to try to protect everybody. Let's see if we think. I mean, I think we're going to just pull it. This is the Spanish yellow sweet onion. First one of those that I've harvested. But yeah, all right. So that's what I'm working on. This is actually, well, yeah, so this is a volunteer, this here, not this, but this. Volunteer cucamelon. And these squash are doing pretty good on this situation here. I don't know if you caught my video about harvesting the Punakira, but I harvested 3 that were the brown russet color. More, come here, you little squash bug. Yuck. More like a brown sort of potatoey color, and I read that in India, where this kind of ancient heirloom variety is from, that they harvest them often when they're like a yellow color. So I see it's kind of getting brown on top, but it's starting to yellow. I might harvest that soon. But we've got one of the patty pan that actually managed to be pollinated well. Still none of the dostal cucumber squash. I need to, anyways, I also need to trim diseased leaves on these tomatoes, and we'll do as much as we can in the time that I have. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. Harvesting some things, but really trying to protect. Sorry, told you I was running out of time, and apparently I think my phone just downgrades my the resolution that I'm using to make room. But yeah, the groundhog did eat a couple of my black strawberry tomatoes. They would have been the first to ripen, but we'll get them. Ooh, look at that. That is a white cherry tomato. So definitely priority here is get this bed protected and this bed protected. I got this stuff off of Amazon. 10 by 40 feet ultra fine mesh. The only trouble there is that it could be easy to dig through, but like I did here, I'm going more so like last year I wrapped like the whole bed, because in part this has supports all the way up, but I'm gonna drill some screws like I did there and then just push the mesh over it and hope that it is enough of a deterrent. Although I heard somebody mentioning the other day, I can't remember what platform I was on, talking about that something about the mesh, that some critters don't like the mesh because they feel like they could get caught in it, which is good because they can, and I don't want to have to rescue a creature tied up in. Anyways, man, this early girl is getting really tall. Tomatoes are definitely looking better, even though we've had some more heat again. We're about to cool off, and I think things are going to do great. I hope that, I'm glad I left both of these Cushaw seedlings, and I hope that they make a comeback. And I need to finish harvesting the collards and go ahead and move on. But bitter melon, I know I'm not supposed to be giving a tour, and cucamelon are growing. They've been being eaten, but so stay tuned. That's what we're working on for now. Be safe, be well. Bye for now.